Sergeant will not face charges in the deadly shooting from last year. Today, the district attorney releasing new details about what happened. Keith Brandt with those from the newsroom.
Mike, this happened in January 2024 after police spent hours trying to get Larry Armour out of a home in South Wichita. The district attorney says Armour threatened his ex-girlfriend with a knife in one hand and a hammer in the other, demanding her car. She gave him the keys and then called 911. Police pulled Armour over in that stolen car. He took off on foot and broke into a nearby house. That's where officers say he took a random person hostage. The sergeant told investigators Armour threatened to cut the hostage's head off. That's when the sergeant fired one shot that killed Armour. Today, the district attorney ruled the shooting was justified under Kansas's Stand Your Ground law, and that sergeant will not face any charges.